It's February as I'm recording this, and you know what that means. It's time to shit on the Grammys. I made a Grammy video last year talking about my opinions on the ceremony in 2024, and just the award show in general from past years. And one thing you'll notice every time I mention the Grammys on this channel is that I rarely have anything good to say about it. The Grammys are just known year after year to have the most absolute dog shit takes. And that makes sense. Their voting process for how they nominate these artists is just stupid as fuck. There's just so many bad takes on the awards they choose to give out. Like, there's just so many I could list. We got Travis Scott not ever winning a Grammy, even though bro has 10 nominations. Kendrick losing album of the year to Taylor Swift's album, even though that album was kinda iconic at the time, and probably is one of the most popular albums in white girl pop. We also got Tyler, the Creator, winning best rap album when he said that his album was not a rap album at all. Anyways, before we start the main portion of this video, join that Discord, discord.gg/Vertega, and also follow me on Insta. But hey, what I really want to talk about in this video is what happened during the 2025 Grammys. That makes you wonder, what even are the Grammys about anymore? And honestly, just award shows in general, because we ain't forgetting another award show incident that happened a few years ago. I think it's just because these celebrities be selling their soul. That's why there'll always be some wild moments, or it's just staged. But shit, it's 2025, and of course celebrities be wilding out during the Grammys. I think y'all aware by now what Kanye, or more specifically Kanye's wife, did at the Grammys. Yeah, we got his wife walking around like this the Vultures 1 cover. Like, how is this even legal, bro? Isn't this like indecent exposure? The best part about this situation though is that Kanye can't stop yapping about it, and he flexing all over online how his wife was the most Googled person on earth during the Grammys. Like, is Kanye the one dressing this motherfucker? I'm sure he plays a role in what she wears a bit, but then again, she's kind of known for doing shit like this. Everyone thought they got kicked out of the Grammys, and everyone also thought that Kanye wasn't even invited to begin with. But like, come on, bro. If the Grammys really didn't want bro, they probably would have done something. You also got to remember Carnival was nominated for a Grammy, which is kind of cool that Kanye can still be able to get Grammys at his age. But to be honest, I don't think this song deserves a ton of awards, if I'm gonna be for real. Cenat was also invited to the Grammys, in which he streamed the whole thing live. He met a bunch of celebrities, some who definitely didn't know who he was. They probably thought he was creepy as shit, approaching all of them with such enthusiasm. Kai also met Ye, in which bro was kind of ducking Kai a bit, because they just had that awkward energy for real. But Kai eventually came up to bro and said what's up. Crazy how this dude was beefing with Kai a while back, just because bro sent him the wrong size pants. Kanye's after party kind of looked lit though. We got bro singing and looking like himself again. Another funny ass thing that happened during the Grammys though was that awful joke the host made.
And 20 million illegal immigrants.
Yeah, even Doechii was caught off by that line. Speaking of Doechii, her performance was pretty solid, not gonna lie. I also like The Weeknd's performance, even though there's like barely any good footage of it online. Doechii, for a new artist though, she really making some big moves right now. She also became only the 3rd woman ever to win Rap Album of the Year. Hey, I'm happy for her. I know a lot of people online hating right now, but Alligator Bites is kind of valid as the winner. I don't know if y'all know, but that song she made that popped off was actually a type beat that she got off of YouTube. But hey, there were still some other albums that could have won too. We Don't Trust You could have definitely won. I thought that album had some bangers. Honestly, if I'm gonna be for real, this year had some valid winners. Kendrick Lamar went 5 for 5 on Not Like Us, and most importantly, got that Record of the Year award too. Hey, I think that one was pretty valid also. It was at a point where this song was everywhere. You couldn't even go a day without hearing it. It got so bad, I started getting annoyed from how overplayed it was. I saw this shit the first 5 minutes it dropped, and I instantly knew it was a hit. But hey, I think the Grammys forgetting about an underrated song from the beef, Euphoria. I feel like that song should have won an award at least. It's low-key kinda iconic that Kendrick got the whole ceremony singing A minor, and on top of that, bro increasing that aura, better than Cardi, that's for sure, and went up on stage and said his speech basically alone. Bro didn't even have to say nothing about Drake. All he did was shout out the West Coast, said what's up to Dre, and that was it. Hey, at least an artist like Kendrick getting their praise, and you know, not entirely Taylor Swift like it is every year. Tame Impala finally won a Grammy for Best Electronic Recording. That award was completely deserved. Currents is one of my favorite albums, and I love Tame Impala's psychedelic style. A real surprising win though was Beyonce winning Album of the Year and Best Country Album, which I don't know about that. I'm not even sure if her album was even a country album. On God though, Brat should have won over her album. Beyonce's album wasn't bad at all, but like, come on bro. Brat had a chokehold and such a crazy run during summer. I feel like the Grammys was high-key glazing her. Like bro, I don't think she needs this many nominations. Hey, it's cool to see that Andre's Flute album was nominated though. That one low-key surprised me when I found out it got nominated. Also, the Beatles somehow still getting nominated for a Grammy. That makes sense. They're one of the most iconic bands of all time. If y'all wondering how they could have gotten a Grammy despite the band being separated, Well, it's because of that posthumous single they put out called Now and Then, which I thought was pretty good as a longtime Beatles fan. Bruno Mars also won a Grammy, which was expected. Bro's been carrying the game on his back for years. Bro rarely has a miss in his discography, if I'ma be for real, except for that song he did with Sexy Red. When I heard that shit, I was like, ugh. I just don't think this is something Bruno could hop on. I was low-key intrigued to see who would win Best New Artist. I thought Doechii would win that category as well, but Chappell Roan ended up winning that category, which kind of makes sense. She low-key popping off. It's not like I'm familiar with her music though, but I can see why she already winning a Grammy. Sabrina Carpenter also got her second Grammy win of her career. I don't really listen to that kind of pop too often, but hey, I'm happy for her. That record definitely had some solid performances, and for that kind of pop, she definitely stood out. But hey, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, because my point still stands that the Grammys will always be ass. There's plenty of snubs from those nominations that I can mention, but that would just be boring if I'ma be for real. Like bro, just because the Grammys have a few good picks here and there, doesn't mean that makes up for all the other years of absolute trash ass picks. Like bro, I'm telling you, snubbing Kendrick from T-Pab and Good Kid Mad City, we ain't forgetting how even Macklemore himself said that Kendrick should have won over him. That just proves how ass the voting process is for choosing who they give these awards to. I feel like Billie Eilish should have won something at least too. I feel like she making some big moves right now, even though I really don't be listening to her music like that. All I'm saying is I see what she's doing in the industry. I can respect what she's doing in her genre. She's definitely an artist that deserves some more respect than Taylor Swift getting 3 nominations for a song that honestly, I think most people could give a fuck about. I thought Billie crying about not winning something was a bit dramatic though. I'm not gonna lie. Like come on bro, it's the Grammys. We shouldn't be putting this much emphasis on an award show that allows motherfuckers to wear whatever the fuck they want on the red carpet. Or nothing at all. Kanye and Bianca the first to check that off the list. Also, the fuck is this brat disrespect? Like I honestly thought the Grammys would glaze this album, but they don't even got nothing to offer for this album except for best pop performance. Like come on. I thought we all collectively agreed that this album deserves some glaze. But hey, are we even surprised at this point? This is just yet again another thing we can add to the Grammy shitter list. I also hate how there's like no recognition of the underground this year. Like I want to see Peggy at the Grammy someday, bro. Everyone's sleeping on how good of an artist he is. Peggy getting more connections though, so hopefully someday we'll see him at least nominated for something. Look, this year's Grammys wasn't entirely as bad as the previous years. I think we can all agree with that. But the Grammys just still got that weird corporate and fabricated vibe that has been proven year after year to be an unreliable source for music recognition. Like the nominations this year were very, very mid. And they still didn't acknowledge the full end of music this year. But hey, they do that basically every year. So I don't know what to say. Next year is going to be the same bullshit, but we're still going to talk about it. Because sadly, that's just how it is with these award shows. I don't really got much else to say, other than I hope Chromacopia at next year's Grammys gets its appreciation. Fuck the Grammys. Subscribe, join that Discord. But yeah, we out.